Hello, my name's Neville Fox. I'm from Roseley in Derbyshire, and I'm a tarmac and excavation contractor. And I'd like to have a look at my 1979 50B, which I started out with back in '86. Not this particular machine, but one very similar. And I've kept to an MF brand ever since. And here we go, and you have a look at the performance later. This is a 1979 Massey Ferguson 50B, which was far ahead of its time in its day, and still would do a day's work, and does a day's work in now. You know, it as you can see, it's in very good condition, and it had a Perkins 236 engine and torque converter, which was operated by the foot pedals, forward and reverse, which was called instant reverse at the time. And it had 3 levers here for the loader, one for up and down, one for crowd and dump, and the other for opening a 4-in-1 bucket. And what you used to do is, or still do when you use this digger, is to use a 4-in-1 to grab something. For instance, for example, is put it into float and close your bucket and bring your crowd your bucket back at the same time. And you can do it with one hand, which is quite good. And this tractor was based on this digger was based on a Massey Ferguson tractor at the time. The skid unit was a farm agricultural tractor, like a Massey Ferguson 185 or 165 at the time, back in the 70s. And quite a nimble machine, very agile, very light. It had a diff lock, which would let it go on wet ground where heavier machines would just get stuck. 50B instant reverse. You got your brakes here and your foot pedals, which is forward and reverse. But you must also stop before you press forward to go to reverse, and vice versa. You can't go forward to reverse like you can on a T-series on full power. This would destroy this transmission, because it's a different type, an older version, but still very good. It's treated with respect, and as you can see, this machine is 1979, it's 2015 now, and it's never been touched. But having said that, the digger hasn't done a lot of work either, but which is a good thing for me. It's nice to have something that's not been abused. And there, loader levers up and down, bucket and crowd, and 4-in-1 open and close, as you saw earlier in the earlier performance. I started off with one of these diggers in 1986. After having a 3C, I never looked back. After having a Massey Ferguson 50B, I went to stuck with MF diggers until now, and I should never change. I'm quite satisfied and happy with what we do. So this is a 50B. The piano levers are there, you see, so you've got one for lower and raise, left and right thru, dipper in and out, and bucket, crowd and dig. And you did it by wrapping your hands round the levers and control it like that. These are your jack levers up and down, clamp for sliding across. As you can see, this machine is in excellent condition for, well, coming up for 40 years old really. 36 years old maybe. Okay, and maybe can you see the front dashboard there? very classical and old-fashioned in this day and age, but very charismatic. Loads of character, which I love about these old machines. You don't find it there, it's all plastic and electrics, which isn't good. Okay, that's the Massey Ferguson 50B. Very good machine, which led me on to having Massey Ferguson diggers to this day, which is now called a Firmec or Terex. Things have altered in modern times. a digging session on an old digger. Didn't do so bad, did it? Thank you very much.